Hello, assalamu alaikum everyone. So this is Nazia Khan from CEO Club Pakistan, and today I am sitting at the head office of Tariq Glass with the Deputy CEO Mohammad Baig. How are you, Mohammad?
Thank you, Nazia. First of all, thank you for having me on your show. I'm well. I'm actually a follower of your channel.
Thank you so much.
And a big fan of Ajaz Sahab. He's personally very dear to me as well.
Okay.
And I do follow him, so it's an honor to be on the show.
Oh, by the way, I'm so glad to see your empire in the whole industry. There are only two major glass players here in Pakistan. One is Someone Lens and other is you. So how is it like? Why don't you tell us more about your brand?
जी तो बेसिकली हमारी जो कंपनी है तारिक ग्लास इंडस्ट्रीज it's about 40 years old and it was started by my grandfather Mr. Tariq Glass who passed away in 2018.
Oh, okay.
So we're in two basically main segments. One is your tableware का जो segment है.
This thing,
is basically all these glasses.
This is the tableware.
जी बिल्कुल.
Okay.
Tableware जिसके अंदर हम also bottles भी करते हैं for Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Shazan, all the other national brands, and all of this tableware under the brands of Nova, Toyo Nasik, Omrock, Gemware and other sub brands like this. Tableware के अंदर हम plain glasses as well as decorated जो आपके होते हैं dinner sets वो भी हम produce करते हैं, and alhamdulillah we have 75% market share in Pakistan.
Seriously, so you mean 75% share of Pakistan?
जी पाकिस्तान के 75% of market is with us, and we also export to about 50 countries. And our other division is float glass division जो आपका इमारती शीशा होता है, construction glass होता है जो आपके buildings में, furniture में, automobiles में लगता है, and we have about 50% market share in that segment.
Seriously, so 75% of this and then 50% of the construction side. Why is that so? ऐसा क्यों है? Why you guys are having this much of the market share? बाकी लोगों को क्या मौका नहीं मिलता? I'm so sorry, but why? मतलब monopoly होना तो फिर
it's not a monopoly because we have other players. There are about 4 or 5 other players in the tableware segment.
Okay.
It's just that the glass industry is such that it is a very difficult industry to operate in, very capital intensive, very high fixed costs. So one of the reasons is that we have constantly reinvested in our technology. We have updated our assortment of products. We have the biggest range of products. We don't compromise on our quality, and with time we have really invested in production efficiencies to bring our costs down. So by being the lowest cost producer, the highest quality and the biggest range, automatically we then strive to have the highest market share as well.
So it's more like that you kept on evolving your brand.
It's not an overnight success story. It took about 40 years. जब मेरे दादा ने start किया था, तो we were producing about 15 tons per day of glass. And right now we are producing 1350 tons per day. 1350 daily.
Oh, massive.
And we're going into further expansion now. We've announced another 1,000 tons in 2 phases, 500 and 500 tons, which is going to be a joint venture with ICI Pakistan.
Mashallah. Okay.
In the float glass segment.
Inshallah. So now my next question is, why our glass industry is not much in exports? As you said, so that although you are exporting to 50% of 50 countries, but the level or the revenue, that sale is very less, na? You are exporting very less part of your production. Only 10%, I guess?
Only 10% of our sales is in export.
Why?
The main reason is कि जी glass manufacturing में 50% जो आपकी cost होती है वो होती है fuel and power की, which is the gas, the furnace oil that you burn in your furnace to melt the glass.
Electricity, coal.
The electricity, we don't use coal, but we use electricity. So 50% of our cost is fuel and power. अगर हम regionally अपने competition देखें तो Indonesia में they get gas at $6 per MMBTU, we get it $21.
6, 12, oh no.
Almost 3 times.
3 times.
Because they have declared glass as an export oriented industry. जिस तरह पाकिस्तान में भी आपके टेक्सटाइल को
export oriented कर दिया, IT को export oriented कर दिया,
तो they get regionally competitive rates and utilities. हमें वो facilities available नहीं है. बाकी जहाँ तक quality, range, packaging, उस तरफ से we have there is no difference, but we are better than our regional peers.
I remember somebody told me you are even producing some sort of glass that is not available to the rest, that is not made by the rest of the world. वो क्या?
Basically जो आपका lightweight glass होता है, press and blow glass, और जो आपके goblets होते हैं, they are not produced by many companies around the world. चंद ही companies है, कुछ चाइना में है, इंडोनेशिया में, यूरोप में. तो जहाँ जो हम एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं दैट्स यूजुअली इन द वैल्यू एडेड सेगमेंट, जहाँ पर लो वॉल्यूम्स बट बेहतर आपको वैल्यू मिल जाता है एंड यू आर एबल टू कम्पीट. जो आपका हाई वॉल्यूम वाला सेगमेंट है, यू हैव टू बी वेरी कॉस्ट कंपेरेटिव. सो जहाँ तक हमारी प्रोडक्शन एफिशिएंसीज और टेक्नोलॉजी की बात है, वी आर अप टू डेट विद द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, बट our energy costs are much higher than our regional peers.
Than other regional peers. My next question is, as you're great consumer of fuel and gas and all these sort of things, what about the environment sustainability? उसके लिए फिर क्या
जी बिल्कुल हमारा तो बल्कि to become more efficient is actually also to become more sustainable.
Please, thank you.
So it's actually cost effective and it is better for your profitability to become sustainable. अगर पिछले 5 साल की हम बात करें तो we have cut down our gas consumption per ton of glass produced by about 35%. So that means that you are emitting less carbon dioxide, less nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxides, and we do try to be, obviously I cannot say that we are at the same level as our European counterparts.
But you're at least trying, na?
But we are trying, and we strive to, in the next 5 to 7 years, be up to date whether or not we are required by the government, but it is our aim to be competitive in this sense as well.
Where do you see Tariq Glass 5 years down the road?
So if I talk about our two segments, tableware segment mein, I would hope that within the next 3 to 5 years we should be expanding into other sister industries such as ceramics, borosilicate glass, opal glass. These are all products which are not being produced in Pakistan. Currently 100% of these products are being imported, and we hope to bring this technology to Pakistan. It is not just the capital required, it is also the technology.
The technology.
So we are working with Chinese and Indonesian companies and trying to bring this technology to Pakistan. यहाँ पर आएगा तो एक तो आपकी import substitution होगी, आपकी लेबर की एम्प्लॉयमेंट होगी, एंड होपफुली यू कैन इवन एक्सपोर्ट आउट ऑफ पाकिस्तान देन. इसके अलावा जो हमारा फ्लोट ग्लास सेगमेंट है, वी ऑलरेडी अनाउंस्ड आवर एक्सपेंशन फॉर अनदर 500 टन्स. So I think within the next 3 to 5 years we'll be have expanded in the first phase and planning for our second phase. इसके अलावा कोई opportunity नजर आती है तो we'll be open to it, but within our within these sectors, these are the current plans.
So let's talk about the craftsmanship, and I think so. Your industry is again labor intensive too.
So our tableware segment is quite labor intensive. Our total strength at the plant is about 5,000 employees.
MashaAllah.
Daily wage as well as permanent. Float glass segment is less labor intensive.
It's more technical.
It's more automated. टेबलवेयर में क्योंकि जी आपकी बहुत पैकेजिंग होती है, डेली वेज की लेबर होती है, आपके कुछ डेकोरेशन के आइटम्स होते हैं जो मैनुअली डेकोरेट होते हैं, तो उसमें होता है. बट दिस इज एक्चुअली अ स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ पाकिस्तान दैट वी हैव लेबर व्हिच इज अवेलेबल एट competitive pricing कहते हैं compared to others, but we need to work more, and this is the onus is on us actually, that we have to develop this labor to give them better skills. देखिए जी, जब मैं चाइना गया था तो उनके जो रेट्स हैं लेबर के, they were earning about $500 to $700 a month. अगर हम पाकिस्तान का कहें तो उनका तकरीबन पाकिस्तान में हमारा होगा $120. उनकी जो प्रोडक्टिविटी थी, it was 4 times more than our labor.
So that means that's equivalent.
जी. Also the number.
That was my next question about the. That was about
the number of defects that they produce is much less than our labor. तो वो वहाँ पर compensate हो जाता है, but now it is our responsibility
to train them,
to give them these skills. And also the reason for bringing Chinese and other foreign partners into Pakistan is for them to give us the skills so that we can impart to our labor. क्योंकि जी हम तो अपने इस कुएं के मेंढक बने हुए हैं, बट जब तक बाहर से इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं आएगी तब तक हमें वो स्किल्स ट्रांसफर होंगे तो हम आगे अपने लेबर को देंगे, अपने एम्प्लॉइज को देंगे, अपने पार्टनर्स को.
Mohammad, how it feels like to be a deputy CEO of such a big company at this young age? ये तो बताइए ना आप.
I feel very grateful.
Okay.
Obviously, it is a family business, so it is not like any other professional who would have had to work 20, 25, 30 years for this opportunity. But now that I am given this opportunity, I am very grateful, and the responsibility is now on me to
take care of everything.
To deliver the results.
To deliver the results.
I have to be very thankful to my father as well. He has really given me a free hand. मतलब वो उन्होंने पहले ही 1-2 शायद 1.5-2 साल ही हुए थे मेरे, उन्होंने सारा कहा कि प्रोजेक्ट का तुमने फैक्ट्री जाना है, तुमने संभालना है, सारे डिसीजंस अब अच्छा बुरा तुमने उसको फेस करना है. गलतियां भी बहुत की, नुकसान भी बहुत किया
that's a normal course of business.
और सीखा भी बहुत. बट उससे होता ही है कि जब आपको कोई इतनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी डेलीगेट करता है, so you feel an ownership towards it. So this was a very good learning experience for me, and I guess my father would have more of a उनको ज़्यादा इसमें क्रेडिट जाते हैं than to me.
So now tell me, what do you think about leadership, Mohammad? What is leadership to you?
मैं तो on the job सीख ही रहा हूँ, but if certain things जो मुझे लगता है कि any leader should do is, one is they should listen more and speak less. आपको अल्लाह ताला ने 2 कान दिए हैं और एक ज़बान दी है, तो you should listen more. You should you should work on your EQ जो आपका है. You have to be आपको किस इंसान को किस तरह से डील करना है,
ये ज़रूर आना चाहिए.
Also you have to be very objective. हमारे अंदर एक बायस होता है कि हम अपने ब्रांड को, अपने प्रोडक्ट को, उसको एक बायस्ड, एक रोज टेंटेड वे से देख रहे होते हैं. वी हैव टू बी ऑब्जेक्टिव अबाउट कि whether if we are deploying capital towards a project, does it justify the return or not?
Yes.
So I guess if you listen more and speak less, if you have a high EQ sorry, IQ की इतनी जरूरत नहीं जितनी EQ की होती है, and being objective about things.
Do you keep on training your staff, and do you believe in training and mentoring staff?
जी बिल्कुल, हम करते हैं. हमारे जो अगर अभी आज हमारे जो सीनियर मैनेजमेंट है वो we have a very high retention and very little turnover. So the people who are with us have been with us for the last 25-30 years.
Okay.
And वो usually कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं जो as engineers, operators आए थे, and then उनकी ट्रेनिंग हुई, प्रमोट हुई, एक्सपीरियंस के साथ प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम की. नाउ दे आर GMs एंड डायरेक्टर्स.
माशाल्लाह.
तो ये ज़रूर है कि हमारी इंटरनल ट्रेनिंग ज़रूर होती है कि जो मैनेजर होता है वो अपने डेप्यूटी को ट्रेन कर रहा होता है उस तरह से. बट टू बी फ्रैंक, वी realize now that we need to have external sources of hiring as well. We need to be more we need to focus on our management training and to make it into an institution. देखिए एंड पे तो ये है कि जी जिस दिन मैं भी ना हूँ, मेरे फादर भी ना हो, मेरे भाई भी हैं,
even then the show must go on.
बिल्कुल, the show must go on, and the institution should not rely on one or two people.
person.
It should be, the system should be so good, and the HR जो HR का आपका एक मॉडल होता है इतना अच्छा होता है कि it should be self-sustaining. That is, we are not there yet. We want to be there and we are planning for it, but it will take 5, 10, 15 years. But we're here for the long haul, so it doesn't matter.
Now, short questions. How do you handle stress, Mohammad?
I don't take a lot of stress.
ये कैसे हो सकता है?
ये it's true. ये अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से ये मेरा इसमें कोई कमाल नहीं है. I don't take a lot of stress. मैं काम से जाके फिर घर जाके सोचता हूँ काम के बारे में, डिस्कशन भी होती है.
Because it's a family business,
भाई के साथ भी, फादर के साथ भी, but I don't take stress.
So आप खूबसूरत भी हैं और आप मतलब अच्छे no. It's basically a question which we borrowed from एक दिन जियो के साथ वाला. तो वो मुझसे वैसे बोला नहीं जाता कि आप खूबसूरत भी हैं, आप अमीर भी हैं, तो मोहब्बत की या मोहब्बतें की?
जी पढ़ाई की और काम किया.
वो वैसे बहुत ज्यादा आपको देख के लगता भी है, बहुत ज्यादा काम किया.
जैसे ही मेरी जी जब मैं ग्रेजुएट होके वापस आ गया था तो within 9 months I got married.
चले जी ये तो.
And it's been 4 years now and alhamdulillah I have a 1.5-year-old son.
माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह. मोहब्बत और इश्क का डिफरेंस पता है आपको?
जी नहीं, प्लीज बताएं.
Okay, अच्छा, तो how do you do this work-life balance? So such a big empire, Begum is must be always all the time complaining.
she doesn't complain too much.
Wow.
She not that I don't give her reason to, but she's the sort she doesn't complain at all.
MashaAllah. You're blessed then.
Ji. And once I go back from work, I have a very loving parents, lovely wife, very good family का जो माहौल है बड़ा supportive है, बड़ा loving है, और बाकी I have very good friends and I relax and enjoy.
So what is success to Mohammad?
Success is जो आपके goals होते हैं, जो time bound आपके goals होते हैं, are you delivering on those? Are you better than you were yesterday? Are you better than you were a year ago? Are your employees happy? Are your customers happy? And then end of the day आपका जो black and white में profit and loss है, उस पे आप are you delivering the results?
Yes.
Delivering the results. तो इतना ज़्यादा मैं इसके बारे में सोचता नहीं हूँ, but आपने कहा तो ये mind में है.
मेरा any regrets?
None.
Favorite food?
बिरयानी होगी, मैकडॉनल्ड्स होगी.
Oh, दोनों बिल्कुल अच्छा. Okay. Your two hobbies?
I like to read.
Really?
जी, and
two best books which you recommend others to read?
Two best books. एक जी होगी सैम वॉल्टन की मेड इन अमेरिका. इट्स अबाउट वॉलमार्ट के जो फाउंडर था, उसकी ऑटोबायोग्राफी है. आई रियली एंजॉयड इट. इसके अलावा जैक वेल्च की एक बुक थी,
येलो टाइटल,
स्ट्रेट फ्रॉम द गट, शायद स्ट्रेट फ्रॉम द गट, वो थी. अभी रिसेंटली मैंने पढ़ी थी, डिज्नी के सीईओ थे रॉबर्ट आइगर, उनकी ऑटोबायोग्राफी थी. दिस इज व्हाट आई यूजुअली रीड.
मतलब you love reading biographies, huh?
Business autobiographies. That's my the genre that I enjoy.
Any your last watched on Netflix or any two good movies or series you recommend?
जी recently एक Netflix पे शो था The Spy. थोड़ा पुराना है, but I really enjoyed. It was about an Israeli spy जो सीरिया गया था शायद.
You don't remember the name?
The name of the movie was The Spy. The show,
okay,
The Spy, वो जो Sacha Baron Cohen है उसमें थे, and it's based on a true story. That I really enjoyed that.
So your message of hope and optimism for youth, क्या कहेंगे आप इन्हें?
देखिए, जो आपके सामने अपॉर्चुनिटी, एक तो जो आप जिस काम में कर रहे हैं, instead of just focusing on results and degrees and exam में कितने marks हैं, you should work on bettering your skills, actually learning. This is something I realized after I graduated from university कि मेरी तो अभी learning अब शुरू हुई है. Because university तक तो होता है कि आपने एग्जाम बस पास करना है, आपने अपने मार्क्स वो लेके आने, बट आपका लर्निंग की तरफ नहीं होता. जब मैं ग्रेजुएट हूँ उसके बाद ही लर्निंग का मेरा
सफर शुरू हुआ.
तो एक तो ये है कि ट्राई टू मेक योरसेल्फ बेटर, लर्न मोर स्किल्स, फोकस ऑन द लर्निंग इंस्टेड ऑफ द मार्क्स. और उसके अलावा देयर आर सो मेनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज
फ्लाइंग आउटसाइड.
बिल्कुल. अब तो जैसे कि आईटी के अंदर इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, हमारी गवर्नमेंट फोकस कर रही है. दोज आर नॉट इवन कैपिटल इंटेंसिव. आपको यू डोंट नीड लॉट ऑफ कैपिटल टू स्टार्ट दोज. तो ये है. बाकी आप मेहनत करेंगे, काम करेंगे तो होगा, सब कुछ अच्छा होगा. थैंक यू. सिटिंग इन दिस पोजीशन, अगर कोई सुनेगा मेरी तरफ से तो कहेंगे देखिए इनको तो
स्पून फेड है, ये तो
ये बात सही भी है. मैं अगर कहूँगा को इट वुड लुक लाइक आई एम सिटिंग ऑन अ हाई हॉर्स एंड
so that's why you are saying that. So no, but it's very obvious. But I thank you so much, Mohammad, for being the in this coffee with CEO session. But you know, although we both are saying this, ये सोने के चमचे वाली बात, but it's very obvious from your personality that you actually worked hard. You were more focused towards the work or towards your studies, and you had no time for ish stuff, na? ठीक हो गया ना? And even so many other distractions. आपने अपना time ज़ाया नहीं किया. You were very focused towards your work since the beginning. So I think so it's a very good sign. और आपके वालदैन की शायद इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत है, उनका brought up है. तो I wish good luck to you in Tariq Glass.
Thank you so much.
और इंशाल्लाह I'll be seeing you exporting to more countries sooner.
Thank you. Hopefully, I feel like the government and the एक national हवा चल पड़ी है कि हमने अपनी एक्सपोर्ट को
बढ़ाना है,
अपनी इकोनॉमी की तरफ पहली बार फोकस हुआ है. तो hopefully it will take time, but inshallah we are hopeful and we'll keep reinvesting, we'll keep redeploying.
Yes.
And हमने तो यही कारोबार करना है
और हमेशा करना है और उसको अच्छे तरीके से करना है. तो thank you so much. I hope guys you like today's episode with a young and a very dynamic CEO. So please keep watching us. और अगर आपके पास भी कोई अच्छी सक्सेस स्टोरी है, do come back to us. Thank you so much.